just a irrational decision, I would say that.
Full playbook in under 2 minutes. Fantastic.
Right service, right, and the right product, whether we are solving the right problem or not.
Do you spend any time at all about thinking about the future, or it's all staying in the present?
And we don't do that.
Lead generation might not be a problem if you get the first few right.
67% of our sales comes from the referral engine.
The baby just comes and then you have to figure it out.
We have served only 45 customers.
Never say only, it's a good number.
The first customers, 1 to 10 customers, are the perfect customers for us.
I will take it slow.
Customer profile.
Your engineering is like shining through.
This is the service they actually want.
So what does that goal look like?
Nurse workforce company.
Lokesh Mauryan is the co-founder of Cradlewell, a newborn care startup built around trained nurses instead of nannies for the first 90 critical days after a baby comes home. An IIT Delhi engineer turned data scientist, he left the corporate track to chase what he calls an irrational decision and found his idea the hard way by talking to doctors and mothers for months before building anything. What struck me most was how methodical he is about it all. He's clearly driven by something bigger, better outcomes for new mothers and the nurses who show up for them, but he never lets the mission run ahead of the discipline. Every claim he made came back to a customer conversation, a validated price point, a real number. That's what stayed with me. Conviction without noise. How did you come together with Cradlewell? What was that journey about?
I did my schooling near my hometown, right? A small town, right, which is in Andhra Pradesh, and the name is Cradlewell.
I did my engineering at IIT Delhi, and after that, I worked in multiple MNCs as a data analyst and data scientist as well. After that, when I'm taking a decision that I want to start one new venture, just a irrational decision, I would say that. Okay, I'm just thinking about how to, just thinking of some startup, and I met a mentor who is, already a founder. He's a third-time founder in my college, right? I connected with them and taken a guidance from them and shortlisting all the ideas. So I found a very interesting in a fintech space where, I started a survey on the fintech space. So I majorly focused on healthcare loans, especially. And after that, when I went there and I met an interesting 2 to 3 doctors, they are still struggling with, the customers are always asking about the health they inquire for the parents. One of the doctor, when I'm doing the survey, so he came to me and say that, hey Lokesh, this is the idea which I have already, and the customers are keep on asking me that can you please refer any good agency or a good service to go and take it. And then I start realizing, okay, why don't we touch on this space where nobody is the big player in this space. So I just explored almost 1 month, and after that again I went to that same doctor and says, okay sir, let's start this, right? And that's where the idea began. There is another doctor who combined with us. He's a pediatrician especially, and after that he joined along with our journey, and we want to test this idea in the market. So where we have almost spoken to all the mothers, we have taken 2.5 months to validate it. So according to that survey and according to those validations, we figure it out, okay, this is the service they actually want, right? And we started our operations on last year, September. And from there, our operations slowly, we got hired 2 to 3 nurses, and we started delivering the service. Those first 10 customers have given a huge feedback for us, and from those feedbacks we have started everything. So we have iterated our product and iterated our services, iterated our pricing point, and from there we have started our journey.
And how many customers do you have at the moment? How many nurses do you have on rolls?
Okay, so till now we have served only 45 customers.
Never say only, it's a good number.
We have a huge demand, huge number of calls we get it in a day, right? And then that's where we found out the whole market is totally fragmented.
Yeah.
right? And there are a lot of cases. There is a lot of mishandled cases happen, and we have seen it. In that 45 customers, there are 4 customers who came back to us that the baby is mishandled by someone other, nanny or
Hmm.
someone, right?
Hmm.
So the reason why we specifically choose nurses is, if it is a newborn case, right? So you need to know about what is the exact, medical knowledge about what to do, what not to do there. But the first 90 days, you require a nurse support, not nanny support. When coming to the newborn cases, it's very specific.
Hmm.
It's a delicate and it's very, very sensitive. One wrong feed, it delivers to a colic. Right. So this is where exactly the medical knowledge comes in. Right? And now coming to especially the people who have a premature baby case, they don't have a support in home.
Hmm.
Right. So that's where we step in, and that's where we figure it out our correct customer profile that who can afford our services, and who can take our services.
So here's what I love about what you have said till now. You went around and you found 2 doctors to be your co-founders so that there is that credibility and they understand more than you. I love that. And the second thing that I love is that you have just been so, like, your engineering is like shining through. You've just been so step by step structural about starting a business. Like everything that they tell you, you
Yeah.
have done. First 10 customers will tell me everything I need to know. I will go and talk to experts before I do anything, and I will take it slow. And I really, really like that. But the question that it brings to my mind is that because you are so structural and process based about your approach, I am assuming that the goal eventually is to make it into something much bigger. Yes?
Right.
So, what does that goal look like?
When any new mother comes from the hospital after discharge, they don't have a proper roadmap how to do. So what are the milestones of the babies, right? They'll take n number of advisors from n number of people, right? So our goal is very simple. What if you have a trusted companion, right? Where you can come and where you have a proper roadmap, what you need to do on every day basis, so that you can see the baby milestones and the growth as well.
I hear you, and I like the specification that you have built in your ICP to say new mothers who are nuclear families, because that is really such a broad market, right?
Right.
You look at Gurgaon, Bangalore, Bombay, Hyderabad. There is a lot of what is the word, immigrant population, people who are living away from their cities, from their hometowns. They
Right.
don't have family to support. The mother also is working. She'll probably have 3 to 4 months max of vacation, and you need someone you can trust. So I completely understand that. And yes, you're right, it does not come with an instruction booklet. The baby just comes and then you have to figure it out. So yeah, I like that. So, in your experience, even in the 45 customers, in your experience, does it seem like this would be a service that is used more for, shorter periods of time, like the 90 days, the first 90 days? Or do you feel like it could become something where you have long-term engagements going?
Our service is very short. In that, we are very precisely saying we will develop your baby's growth till this stage. Right after this, you can have your nanny, where we can give you the roadmap, so where you can follow the roadmap. They may leave our one of the part of which is a nursing service, but they may not leave our app or our website or the roadmap which we are sending through WhatsApp.
Yeah, I understand. And new moms especially are very, very clued in on what other moms are doing. There is a huge trust in the referral, around them. So I would assume that you get it right a few times and then it will become easier. Like lead generation might not be a problem if you get the first few right, is my sense.
Right, exactly. So you need to be very precise about your customer profile, right? So whom you are serving to, right? And when you have a very precise problem about a very precise customer profile, right? You don't bother about even about the market, whether the market is big or not, right? So when you have a very small niche about it, and
Hmm.
once you solve and once you become a category leader, then you
Hmm.
can expand to any other you can into, right?
Yeah.
But you should be one very precise that, today in Bangalore, if you take any premature case, right,
Hmm.
they still refer a Cradlewell. Why? Because we made a mark in the premature space.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. It's great. I mean, from September to what, June now, if you've been, that's fantastic.
Right.
And when you think of GTM, it's largely tying up with hospitals or clinics where
Perfect.
these kids are.
Right. So the partnership with the hospitals is our major criteria, and we almost going to partner with one of the third largest hospital chain in Bangalore, and
Hmm.
talks is going on, and we are going to partner with them very soon.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. And you've rightly kind of pocketed this again, step-by-step process right there, right? First 6 months, 1 year, let's focus on one niche, and then we'll figure out how we expand it and
Right.
all of that. But do you spend any time at all about thinking about the future, or it's all staying in the present?
And so we want to stick to a nurse workforce
Short
placement
term.
company, sure, nurse workforce company.
Yeah.
That's it, right? Where we can solve the problem of mother and baby, and where we can solve the problem of elder care, and also as well as the patient care. And we want to redefine the nursing lifestyle. And I figured it out when I spoke to n number of nurses that what is their major problem. These people are underrated, okay, and overworked, right? And so if I give the lifestyle what they want, right? So maybe I can develop the category of a nurse workforce, placement company as well.
Nice. Now that's a great vision to have. That goes
Yeah.
beyond well, and that's
Yeah,
wonderful.
exactly. Yeah.
The nurses that you work with, is it something that they do over and above their job, or are they full-time working with you? How does that work?
Yeah, so we will hire a entire full-time payroll, and we don't take a part-time nurses here. And we are very picky on the, especially for the nurses part. So what we
Hmm.
do is we go deeply into the baby structuring knowledge. So which means whether they have a NICU experience or not, right?
Hmm.
When they have a very good NICU experiences,
Hmm.
right, we will for sure take them. And
Okay.
once we send them to a trail version for any nearby hospital of a government hospital where
Hmm.
they need to do intern over there, and
Hmm.
we have some connections where they can give us the feedback that she is right fit for doing the service,
Okay. Okay. How
right?
many do you have on your roles right now?
We have almost 11 nurses right now.
It's a great choice to make, to have
Hmm.
full-time staff where you are,
Right,
salaried. It's not a rev share. It's not urban company, that sort of
right, right.
model. But automatically, when scaling, having a workforce means that you know, funding becomes an issue, or you start thinking about, I will need to raise funds to be able to hire more people. How are you thinking about it?
We have so many investors on the pipeline, but the reason is why still this is not the right time, go upfront and take the funds. So
Absolutely.
we are on the pipeline where we are figuring out the right service, right, and the right product, whether we are solving the right problem or not. We know that for these customer profiles, this is the problem we are going to solve, right? So once we have a clarity on that line, then for sure we will go and we will do the scaling part. And as well as for the funding part, there are so many investors that this is not scalable, right? And you cannot scale it. You need a lot of funding, which I agree. Again, the point is to make here is we don't stop here on the only on mother and baby care, right? So we want to expand into the elder care as well. We want to expand into other patient care as well. So where we want to make this especially, as a nursing workforce company, as I said, right, where we are redefining the lifestyle of the nurses.
No, okay, so let me ask my question differently. I completely agree with the vision that you're trying to pull, which is to
Mhm,
say, I want to redefine the nurses workforce. I think it's a
mhm.
great vision statement to make. It allows you to, you have already been able to kind of think that through and saying, okay, where can I deploy nurses? It doesn't just need to be mother and child, it can be multiple different things. So you're
Right,
thinking about, you're already thinking about it, and you're clear that it's not something that needs to happen today. It'll probably happen in the future.
right.
Question that I'm bringing is, when you start thinking about it in terms of having full-time workforce on your payrolls, automatically, the moment you start scaling, you now have a monthly recurring cost that you have
Fixed
added,
cost. Right,
right?
right.
And so when you go from one city to another city, or you expand,
Uh-huh.
um, any one wrong thing can potentially create a lot of revenue implications, or cash implications, I would say. So I
Right.
just wanted to hear your thoughts about that. Um, yeah, because I think you think
Okay.
yeah.
When you
Mm,
don't have a core value proposition, what you are proposing to a customer, then there is
mm,
no point you have be having a business here.
mm,
Now, the straight away point here is we never want to be a marketplace. As I said, when you are in a trust healthcare business,
mm,
especially a delicate space, especially very sensitive space, one
mm,
wrong thing, the entire the branding value of image will go down,
mm.
right?
Okay.
So the reason why we stick to the full-time employment role is
Mm,
on the brand image.
okay.
Yeah.
Um, you are in Bangalore right now, and any other cities?
No, we are in Bangalore now.
Right? So, ideal version Bangalore template has proven to be successful. What does that look like in terms of number of customers, number of staff, number of hospitals? What does that look like?
1.5 lakh people, sorry, 1.5 lakh babies are born in any
Hmm.
year in Bangalore itself. In that, almost 30%, 30,000 people are nuclear families,
Yeah.
right? And in that, almost 12,000 to 15,000 people are having
Hmm.
premature baby cases.
Okay.
Right. And now coming to the customer base, it's very huge. As I said, so we got a love from Bangalore is huge. The
Hmm.
reason is, they trusted us. The whole business is running on trust. I would say that, and not the product, not even, the fancy app, nothing. The whole business is running on the trust.
Hmm.
Right. The churn rate of a Bangalore is very huge. So, there are multiple cultural people where it comes to Bangalore to settle. Cloud9 is a very big uh, hospital chain where
Hmm.
these people
Yeah.
are, very huge. They have a very huge market in this space. Only 40 to 50% of their entire revenue comes from Bangalore itself.
Oh, is it? That's
Yes.
interesting. I mean, I think we have Cloud9 here in Gurgaon as well, but that's
Yeah.
interesting. Percent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go back. Let's rewind into the past. Tell me a
Uh-huh.
little bit about growing up. Since when did you decide that you want to have a own business? What was that like?
I've been very, very active in the startup ecosystems where I went to, when I'm doing A&M employment. So after 6 o'clock, I don't know what to do. Right. I don't know what to do. And what I did, so I have recently, I have joined in multiple startup meets where I went there. I met people there. Right.
Hmm.
I came to know how to start a business. I came to know you know, how to get a first 10 customers. I came to know how to validate your idea.
Hmm.
Right. So it's all about, after 6 o'clock, I just went to all the startup meets in
Hmm.
Bangalore itself.
Nice. And growing up, tell me a little bit more. When was the first time you decided?
When I saw that I have a huge potential when I'm doing my employment role, that after I was the very youngest manager in my
Oh,
entire youngest manager where I'm doing people who are very elder than me,
hmm.
so they are working under me and they are reporting to me. uh,
Hmm.
that's where I found out my potential, where okay, when
Hmm.
I'm managing the team, why can't I run a company and all. So that's where I clicked.
That's great. I love the approach on that one. You mentioned that you grew up in a small town in Andhra Pradesh.
Yeah.
What about your childhood do you think helps you now? Growing up, something that you learned, some experience that helps you today?
When you are especially from a small town and you don't have enough resources to study even.
Yeah.
Okay. And but still I figured it out to go, from my own town to somewhere to study every day for schooling as well, right? So I have realized that when you don't have a resources over around you, so please figure it out where there is a resources and go and figure it out and have those resources onto your hand and start evolving, right? And when you don't have a resources, please go and figure it out the resources part and have it on you. So this is where, when you don't know how to start a business, right, meet people, right, who have started it. So and you have those resources, right, and you think on that and go deep into it and start working on it. So
Nice.
this is the journey where I learned from my childhood as well.
Nice. Mindset, resilience, all conversations covered, right? Scarcity mindset versus
No.
abundance. Which everything is covered. Now I don't need to ask. Where do you think this comes from? These traits, and growing up, did you have someone that you kind of looked up to and felt that, yeah, this person has my back?
Okay, so basically, my uncle is my major, idol. So
Right.
yeah, so he used to, he also don't have any resources at all, and even when I'm studying, I have a small resources, but when he is studying, he don't have any resources at all. He's, traveling up and down for 40 kilometers up and down. He studied over there. He studied in a government, schooling where. So he still studied in the government school, and today now he's a very businessman, and he's very good businessman in foreign, right?
Oh.
And, so that's where I have learned it. So when your thinking is very narrow, you stay in a narrow space. When you are thinking in a broad manner, and when you have a broad thinking mindset, right, you will figure it out no matter what.
I think this has been one of the most constructive podcast conversations I've ever had. Like every question was a very clear answer. And I always, I always hope that one day I will get to a point where I have a podcast which is only 20 minutes or 25 minutes. And I think today we have cracked it. So for someone who is still sitting on the bench, other than what you have just said, for someone who's still sitting on the bench and thinking about starting a new business, what would you like to say?
Go and talk to customers.
Go and talk to customers. Okay, yeah.
When you are starting something, right, very new, and you are assuming things that, okay, this is the problem they have, right, that never gonna work. So why 90% of the startups will fail? The reason is very simple. They don't know their customers. So before even starting something, right, validate your idea with the customer, not with the someone, who is giving a random advices, right? So start validating your idea with the customer, and the customer itself will give you the pricing quotation as well. So this is the price we can afford your product. So this is the problem that we have, and this is the exact problem. If anyone can solve it, and think on about what is the average day of your customer daily routine look like. Right, when you know all these answers, right, to start something up, you can start. Go and talk to the customers, that's it. And what is the exact problem that you are solving for which customer, right? When you have a profiling of those customers with the customer segmentation on what exact hair on fire problem, then you're sorted out, your idea is validated, and you start something.
Nice. Yeah. Full playbook in under 2 minutes. Fantastic. It was so good to speak with you, and hope that I get to speak with you next when you've gone into like 5 cities and lots of hospitals and big workforce. And then thank you for your time.
Yeah, thanks, Neha. Thanks for having me here again.